Alan. Any minute now.
Alan, in the
God damn it, Alan.
Alan in the street.
Maybe I just want to sit there and like watch y'all stand in silence.
We're like,
God damn it,
guys.
Alan.
Just making a clip.
What's up, D fam? Welcome back to the greatest Bi-City podcast in the world, the Weekly D podcast. I'm your host, DannyG, and we have producer AOZ running the Twitch stream. We have our stream manager, Pudgy Jesus, in the chat, so send them your questions. We have special fill-in host Spencer tonight. He's filling in for Kyle.
Yo.
And lastly, allow me to introduce our very special guest tonight. She's an actor, model, singer, songwriter coming from Houston, Texas. It's Chelsea Avina.
Hi, everyone.
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
How you doing tonight?
Good. It's been a long time.
It's been a minute, right? Last time
Yeah.
we talked was what, April? April? Was
Yeah.
it?
Palooza, right?
Yeah.
Is it April? Oh shit!
Not long already.
Yeah, it's been a minute, dude. We've literally done back to back interviews since then. So it's been crazy. But we say the best for last, because after this one we're gonna take a little break and then reschedule some more interviews. It's also our 4th year anniversary of our first episode, just so you know. It was actually yesterday. It was yesterday.
Oh,
But-
cool.
But yeah, so 4 years in the making. And yeah,
Shit.
it's the Weekly D
Wow.
podcast. So let's get right into it. What have you been up to since the last time we talked, or since Doge Palooza?
We dropped Ride, me and Corey. Corey does it. If y'all didn't see him on the time he was here, you should go check it out. But we dropped the music video, we dropped the song, and then I've been working on my Spanish EP. That's really, really, I don't know, everyone's really excited about it. So I'm like kind of feeling the pressure. And then I have shows. I've just been doing shows here and there. I have another one July 15th. So I'm really excited about that one. And then just planning some more shows all the way to like October. But yeah, definitely want to release at least like one English song before the summer's over. And I'm pretty sure I know which one to drop, and it's done and ready to go. So it's really different. I'm really excited about it. It's different than the stuff I usually do.
Okay. Different in like what ways? Can you tease it yet, or not
It's
really?
more
Rock.
pop. It's,
more
it's
pop.
way more pop. Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly, I remember exactly where I was when I wrote the song, and it just randomly came to mind. And I was in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, and I wrote the hook, and I was like, oh shit, this is cool. So I went and I recorded it like a couple weeks after, and then yeah, that was it.
That's awesome. That's hilarious that you wrote it in
Random.
Chick-fil-A. Now I'm curious what it's about.
Chick-fil-A.
They were like coming to my window, and I was like, hold on, give me 5 seconds. Let me just write this
Hold
down.
up.
She was like, wait a minute.
They're like, ma'am, please. We have 100 people behind you.
You'll move fast. You'll be fine.
I'll loop around.
That's awesome. Now I'm curious what it's about. I swear if it's about Chick-fil-A, I'm gonna laugh.
No, I'll give you the
It's just
title. It's
about
called
Chick-fil-A.
Options. So
Ooh,
options.
options. I like the sound
Were
of
you looking
that.
at the menu and you're like,
Spicy or
options.
deluxe?
or tenders?
That's funny.
Too simple.
That's dope. So you're gonna have one English song, and what about the Spanish EP?
Yeah, that's coming out next month. I don't have a specific release date to share yet, but
Mhm.
it'll be sometime soon.
Ooh, sweet. That's exciting.
No, you're telling me about 2 months ago.
I know.
Not adding up.
No, I promise. I promise.
No pressure, Chelsea. No pressure. But we're all waiting
I
for
wouldn't
it.
understand what you're saying anyways. I was in Spanish, so I'd be like, that sounds about.
Well, I'm
words.
honestly I'm really excited about it because I've been playing one of the songs off the album a lot, like on the radio station at the studio that I record at, and everybody loves that song. And I performed it a couple weeks ago, and it's gotten so much buzz. And I'm like, that's crazy, because this is the only one that I wrote by myself, because I'm not good writing in Spanish. Like, I can understand it and speak it fine, but when it comes to writing, I'm not great at it. So the fact that everyone likes that song is like, what? Okay, maybe I underestimated myself or something.
There you go. I bet you that feels real good to know like people are loving it right now.
It was more just like, huh? Like, really? Like, I wasn't expecting so much. It was just like a I don't know, for fun type thing. So I'm like really shocked that people want more. So I'm like, okay, yeah, pressure.
Those are like the best kind of things when you don't expect. You're like, oh, I was just having fun, and then people actually enjoy it.
Exactly.
I experience that a lot with things I hate making. I'm like, oh, this was cool to make, I guess. I mean, I had fun, and then people are like, I love this. I'm like, but I made something better over there.
Yeah, that's how I feel. It's really weird.
And it's always
know what you're gonna like, though. Like, that's the weird thing.
It's always the one you have the most doubts about that people tend to like the most, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and then the one that you love is like so like not
nobody cares about.
Yeah, like
I hate that so much.
Well,
yeah,
like it's my baby. Like,
didn't we have like a super good episode one time, and we were like, that was awesome, and then like nobody listened to it. Like, oh,
that's happened a few times, dude, where we get all excited about a recording and we're like, oh, that was awesome, like people are gonna love this one, and then it just fades away.
Like, we'll try to like boost the hell out of it too. We'll be like, oh, go check out our new episode. Hey, look at this new episode. And then just nobody goes and listens or watches or whatever. Listens? I don't even know. It's been so long since podcasting.
Yeah, that's rough, man. That's rough how that shit plays out. Especially like with our podcast specifically. I don't know why the Weekly D, like the first day, does shit. Then you check it like a week later and you're like, oh, that's where everybody was. But they're like all a week late. It's frustrating.
They just don't like that day.
Right? Maybe I gotta choose a different day to release, huh?
Is it still a bunch of 50-year-old ladies?
We usually release like either Thursday or Friday nights. Usually like Thursday night, Friday morning.
I feel like that's a good day though. That's weird.
Right? That's what I thought. But I don't know. Sometimes they do well. Sometimes they just flop.
Not listening to the podcast, apparently.
Right?
You're doing something
well,
wrong.
I think like Fridays, at least like me, like Fridays, I don't listen to podcasts. I listen to music. And then Monday through Thursday is like all podcasts on the playlist. And then Fridays is just straight music all day. I'm weird like that though.
Like Wednesdays.
Wednesday podcast day. That's when we used to drop Accidental Chaos episodes, was Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And then like sometimes it would be a bunch of people, sometimes it'd be nobody. A lot of
I guess it's just hit or miss, honestly.
Yeah. It happens though. It's all good. So you said July. What happened?
I said I actually don't listen to podcasts, weirdly. I should.
You're not supposed to say that.
No, it's okay. Nobody listens to podcasts, right?
It's like if someone makes music.
I think what he meant to say is he doesn't listen to podcasts except for this one.
There you go. Yeah.
I would say that, but I'm lying. I hate them. No, I know Danny used to listen
that out?
Nah, keep it. Let me be real.
Shit.
They're like, cancel Spencer.
Right, cancel Spencer. Spencer, you're fired.
I wasn't getting you paid.
Anyways, you said July 15th. You got a show? Where's that going to be at?
Yes, it's at 24K nightclub.
Oh.
Yeah, it's in the south number 8 southwest.
Did you just go through the every time?
I'm sorry, I'm really bad with directions. Yeah, southwest. I think like, but kind of, I don't know. It's a 24K nightclub.
I feel like
I performed there a couple weeks ago. I performed it a couple weeks ago, and I was posting snippets. It's a really good spot. Like,
is it?
They have auto service, and you know, and they're
nice.
You know,
yeah,
you should come. It'll be fun.
July 15th.
Yeah, I think it's a Saturday.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna try to make it.
Too.
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Shit. Okay, it depends what time I fly in on Friday. I got to be in Georgia that week, so if I fly in that Friday, I'll be
In Georgia. Oh, sorry. I was
all
listening
good.
to that song.
That's all
I'm gonna be
good.
at Comic Palooza those days. At the comic book convention in Houston. We're going all weekend.
Oh,
I'm a nerd.
so Gammy got your back, and he said, the 24K is in Webster, not Southwest.
Leave it to Gammy to correct me.
Right, he's got your back.
I was gonna say that I found it and it was like southeast, and I was like, maybe I'm just not finding it on the map.
Okay, maybe
he
I
also
did it
said it's
wrong.
not the 15th. What's going on, Chelsea?
Wait,
Yeah, Gavin's putting you on the spot. I'm sorry.
oh my god, yeah. See, I knew it was on a Saturday. It's July 16th. Sorry. My bad.
Everybody who booked their schedules already for the 15th, they're like,
right, they're all gonna be there.
Charge it out. Sorry. Wow.
The 16th.
I'm my own manager, okay? Sometimes shit gets a little lost in here.
Oh,
right, guys,
I believe you.
16th, Southeast Houston, Webster.
No, it's Webster.
I even did
Webster.
that. Like, why?
Not Southwest.
But
Webster.
if you're looking at Houston, it's southeast of Houston.
Yeah, I know, and I did never eat soggy waffles, but for some reason I still said Southwest and West.
Soggy waffles, not sour worms.
Yeah, they didn't teach you
Okay, I learned sour worms.
waffles.
Soggy waffles.
I prefer soggy waffles, but I was like, go off, teacher.
Sounds gross as hell.
Yeah, the
Just
syrup.
imagine eating a soggy waffle.
Yum.
What she said?
Actually, doesn't sound that bad. Not gonna lie, soggy waffle just means it's full of syrup.
Exactly.
That's a good
The
point.
best part.
No. All right,
What
so
are we talking about?
Waffles,
we're talking about updates and shows.
Yeah.
oh yeah, so that's the only show I have booked as of right now.
Okay.
But I apparently a lot more are coming. I just have to sit down with a couple people and get it all figured out. But they're gonna be like out of Houston.
Okay. Oh, nice. You're branching out.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I see you.
Going on tour?
Right?
Yeah.
It's getting super serious.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I would say we'd be there, but I'm probably not going to be there.
These
We'll
guys
be there in
I
spirit.
honestly don't blame you.
We're gonna go out there just for the show.
I understand. You can just FaceTime me and I'll perform through the
Oh, there we go.
camera.
Oh, FaceTime you mid performance. Like, hey, how's it going?
I'll just be like, hi.
All right. So what got you into music? Like, let's get back into it real quick.
Oh God. Okay. It's a really depressing story.
Oh God.
So, when I was younger, I was really, to myself, kind of quiet, always in my room, really depressed. So I started off just like writing in journals a lot. I was always a writer since I was little. And then I started writing poems. And then with that, I kind of just took my poems and would make them into songs. But I would never really record them until I was around 15, 16. Is when I did my first couple of recorded songs. And then after that, for a long time, it was just a bunch of sad music. And I was kind of getting tired of myself because I'm like, is this all I have to offer? So it wasn't until the past couple of years that I started just like playing around with music and actually enjoying it. And it really, really, everything's changed. Like my sound has changed a lot completely since I first started. The whole vibe of my songs sound a lot different. I have so many unreleased songs. Like I'm so excited to share them because they're just so different than anything I've ever put out. So it's definitely a different vibe now, but that's initially how I got into it. It was just kind of like no one would hear me until I would sing about it. And then I wouldn't get over things until I would write about it. So it was more of like a healing process for me. And it started off as something really depressing, but now it's something that brings me a lot of joy. So
yeah, that's dope. That's dope. I mean, you can kind of hear it in your music. I mean, I've been listening to your album, like, well, the music you have released on Spotify, just to kind of get more familiar with like your sound and refresh my memory of like your music. I was like, damn, this girl went through some stuff for this first album.
Yeah, and a lot of those are super old. I hate calling it an album because it's not like really put, there's no thought put through it. There's no
Mhm.
theme. There's no, you know, really, I don't know, concept to it. It's
Mhm.
more of just a collection of songs that I've had over the years. And I started off just putting it on SoundCloud to see like how they would do.
Mhm.
But my next, English album is definitely be way, way more thought out and have more of a theme to it and be, more constructed.
Okay.
So
Okay. I
yeah,
mean,
it's definitely way
Wait,
happier. Sorry.
yeah. Okay.
that's
I
always
mean,
good.
it was a good collection of songs. I'm not gonna lie, but it was deep. And some of these songs, I
And he's like,
Oh, yeah.
was
damn, I
like,
like those
damn.
songs. I really do.
Yeah, it's pretty
Were,
deep.
were these
Yeah.
ones because I haven't really gone listened to your old stuff. Is it in English or is it in Spanish?
Yeah, it's all in English.
Oh,
I never really started doing Spanish music until I met
mhm.
Gammy. Um, and then he kind of like forced me at gunpoint to record in Spanish.
We
I'm
need to
just
call
kidding.
somebody.
No. No,
He's
he
in the
really
chat like,
wanted, he
ooh,
was
I'm gonna
like
get her.
pushing me. He was like, come on, do it in Spanish, do it in Spanish. And I was like, oh my God, my Spanish is so bad. And then I just started doing a couple songs with him in Spanish. And then I was like, maybe I should do my own song in Spanish. So
Mhm.
that's all kind of a new thing for me. But definitely I'm gonna stick to like the R&B pop stuff.
Mhm.
Um, for the meantime, but maybe dabble in both every now and then.
Okay. Oh yeah. Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. How'd you
I'm gonna
meet
make a.
Gammy?
Oh, sorry.
If you don't mind me asking. I know we've
Um,
asked this question before in the past, but just so the people that didn't hear the first interview
I don't remember the
get to
answer,
know.
so
Yeah, he actually hit me up years ago when like we were in high school through email
I
and
remember.
asked to do a song with me. And I never saw it. I didn't see it until like years later, probably like last year's when I saw it. Um, and then he had DM'd me one time on Instagram because he was following me and I was looking for a new job. And it just so happened that a job had opened up at his place, and it was weird because nobody knew, I was looking for a job. He just randomly hit me up out of nowhere. So I was like, oh wow, this is super meant to be, and we ended up becoming like really, really close friends. It all happened pretty quick. I can't even like pinpoint how, but yeah, it's a kind of a crazy story.
Yeah, that's a trip.
I know,
It's
it's
like he
really
planned
weird.
it. He's like, she won't respond to my DM, so I'm a
He's
trapper
like,
here.
he's like, I'm gonna get her fired. Make sure there's an opening at my job. Let's go.
Oh
Trap
man,
at gunpoint.
No.
Gammy, you
right,
got some splaining to do.
right, Gabby. We need to bring you back and clear up your name.
Exposed.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna get a call any second. He's gonna be like, what
Right. He's like, what do you
information
mean?
She's lying. Don't listen to her.
are
Fine. I'm fine.
You're fine? You sure?
No, I'm not. Never.
Oh,
Oh man,
God.
that's funny. So like where
You're just my king.
where do you pull inspiration like for your music? Like now.
yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
not
say
before.
Like before it sounded like
heartbreak.
your heart was broken a couple times. I mean,
Oh,
I don't
constant.
I don't remember what the name of the song is, but there's one where you talk about your like remembering how your ex was doing another girl and all this other stuff. And I was like, God damn, like
You should have known. Yeah, people really love that one. I was like, damn, we all heartbroken out here.
I mean, it was a great
Um,
song, but that would cut deep.
yeah,
I remember that
definitely.
happened to me.
No, now I feel like it's so different. Now, I mean, I still pull from like real life experiences. It may not be like what's happening right now in this moment, but like just stuff I've been through. A lot of it is just vibes. I got into the habit of freestyling a lot. Now I'm trying to switch back over to top lining, which is really, really hard. But I kind of like switch through both, like so I don't get writer's block. I'll just go in the booth and play different beats in the studio that I've never heard before, and then just go from there. Um, so it's hard to say. I think right now it's just I'm just having a lot of fun with it. I'm still trying to find my sound. I think your sound is constantly changing. It's never like set in stone. So I just have fun with it.
Oh, that's good. And as it should be, right? Your sound should always change as you grow as an artist. It should grow with you. So that's really cool. And I can't wait till you figure out what your true sound is. I mean, you have an amazing voice, and I'm sure once you find it, it's just everything's just gonna click. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I think it's just finding someone to make beats for me, because I think that's like what inspires me the most, especially when I'm freestyling, is the beat. So a lot of these beats nowadays just all sound the same. It's so hard to find like quality good beat. You'll be searching for hours and hours and hours. So when producers, DM me and they're like, hey, I have a beat pack for you, I jump on that so quick, because I'm like, let me see like your most creative stuff. And then go from there.
And you also make beats now, right? Or you're trying to learn how to make beats? I remember on one of your Instagram lives, you were showing the little like drum machine you had.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to learn how to record myself. So I have really good equipment, but I haven't been as dedicated as I should be, especially with how much this stuff costs. But I really, really want to end up being able to record myself. That way I can just take it to, a studio to get it, mixed and mastered and stuff like that. Because on one hand, it's like, it's a little bit different than recording in the studio, because you're not on a time crunch. You have all the time in the world. You're not, you don't feel pressure because anyone's there, and you're scared you're not going to hit a note. So it's a really cool feeling. It's just really overwhelming to kind of figure all that stuff out. It's a lot of technical stuff, but I'll learn.
You just gotta practice this, and then
it's just a practice thing.
Yeah. And then you make your own beats, and they're gonna be really weird and awesome.
I know. I do want to try that. At least one.
I can make a super weird beat for you, but it's not gonna sound good. Maybe it'll inspire you to make a better one.
No, I'll hear it. You never know.
Right? No, I don't think.
I don't know about that. Shitty beatboxing.
It'd be him with a tape recorder and a drum just in the back. Ding, 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 ding.
It's gonna be me with
I'll make something out of that. Just add some piano in the background or something.
There you
That's
go.
what people do nowadays. They just take weird sounds from random videos, and they're like, let's just like change it up a little bit, and that's the beat.
Yeah, no, literally. And a lot of it's just like samples too.
Yeah.
From weird songs, which I kind of love, but at the same time, well, if it's done right, I love it.
Yeah.
If not, I'm just like, no.
Trash.
No.
So
I think we're getting to that point. People are running out of stuff to make, like that's original. They think that there's like nothing out there. So like, let's just take old things and redo it.
Yeah, people are just running out of like originality.
Yeah.
I think that's a whole other conversation. I could rant about that for days, but people don't have like their own opinions, their own thoughts anymore. It's really sad.
It's boring.
It is. Everything's repetitive now.
They're just pulling like everything, like, oh, from the 90s, from the 70s. And I'm like, dude, can you just do your own thing?
Yeah. I think we entered like this weird era where everything went electrical, like in the 2010s. Everything was like electronic music, EDM, everything was super like high speed, robotics, AI, all this fun shit. And now like, I guess we started craving the organic sounds, the old school vibes. And it's like, we're in the whole era of nostalgia.
Yeah.
Because like fashion,
going back to old stuff now, like older music is just people are just replaying old music. They're like, wow, I've never heard this before, and it's become popular again.
It's like The Weeknd, taking samples from old ass like synthesizer songs and remaking them. Mom jeans are back, mullets are back. Like it's a whole era of nostalgia that just came back. I guess it's.
I kind of wish mullets weren't back. It's weird seeing people with mullets. I'm like, oh.
I really like the 90s vibe though, like the 90s look.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Yeah. Not 90s.
Basically just us when we were kids. Well, some of us.
Well, yeah, I barely made the cut, guys.
Damn.
I'm a 99 baby, so.
Oh, shit.
I didn't get to enjoy it.
Hey, aren't I older than you?
Yeah,
you are older than me.
A lot of like older music.
Yeah. Dang, Spencer, that aged you pretty bad, huh?
Bro, it's the wrinkles in my forehead. They're really coming out right now. Every time I move eyebrows, it just goes like 30 layers
Right.
deep.
Looking like a credit card machine, just
Just a whole fleet of them.
is it debit or credit?
Do you have insert? Hit me with a tap, all right? Somebody.
Oh man.
Oh god, I feel old. Oh, I got back problems and I got a bad hip and a bad knee. But these are from life things. These are not just because I'm old.
Yeah. No, I feel you on the back pain, but that's because I sit all day at a desk. So
I do too.
Oh, that's no fun.
Well, I got the hip pain from a car accident a while back. That never
Oh,
healed.
that's right. I always forget that everyone's like, I forget the story you told us at one time that you almost died in a car wreck.
Yeah, it was bad. I like want to retell it, but I feel like I've told you on this show like a million times.
It was rough.
I've never been on the show. I don't
Okay,
know.
well I'll tell it now.
Yeah, go ahead. Go tell it.
So I was driving back from my girlfriend's, and it was like both y'all take a drink. You're like, this is gonna be a story.
I didn't even notice that till you said
We said story time.
But I was driving back from my girlfriend, and it was late. It was like midnight. It wasn't even that late. It was just like around midnight. I wasn't drunk or nothing. It was just a casual night, just going home. And I was coming over a hill, and a deer was running across. And do you know, like 99, like, you know, the speed limit's like 75 out there. So I'm going about 75, and a deer ran across, and so I like panicked, and I lost control, and I slammed into a light pole, going like 75
on your side.
So yeah, I was on my side. It hit like the frame of the door, like right where the door meets like what do you call it? Like the middle part of the like where the
B
frame
pillar?
is. So is that's what it's called? I don't fucking know.
That's the B pillar.
Well, now I know that thing that I just forgot that you already said. All right. But yeah, so it slammed into that. Luckily, because if it went into the like right where my door was, probably would have lost my legs or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was bad. I had to call the 911 myself because there was like nobody around. I was still on the phone with my girlfriend at the time, so that kind of traumatized her. She's still my girlfriend now, but I was saying at the time I was on the phone with her.
Yeah.
But
And there's like barely ever anyone on 99. I feel like
yeah,
it's really empty most of the time.
yeah. Some guy showed up, but he kind of walked up like, "You're all right." And my car was just
Like,
torn to
no.
shit. I'm over here like I couldn't feel my legs at that moment because it got knocked numb.
So did they position it?
Well, no, they didn't
out?
reposition it. No, they just they had to do the jaws of life on the door to get me out because it was so tight and it was
No,
like
I
pressed
mean your
against me.
hit.
Oh
Like,
no, they just said good luck. It didn't get messed up. It just like they hit really hard. It fractured my hip.
They didn't do the Mr. Miyagi. Just
No, I wish. No, my grandpa wasn't available at the time. And I broke 6 or 7 ribs. It was it was a time I almost died. Like they're like, yeah, if he didn't get here within 10 more minutes, he would have died. They told my mom that.
From what though? Like internal bleeding?
Yeah, because it had punctured my lungs. Like I think the bone punctured my lungs, and so it just was like filling up my lungs, and they had to put like a huge tube inside of them and drain it out. And they had to take out because my spleen ruptured too, because that was more of the bleeding too. So my spleen ripped in half. So I don't have a spleen right now.
Jesus
That's
Christ. Wait. So I learned something today that your spleen helps you hold your breath underwater. Can you hold it does?
Really?
No, I cannot. I used to be able to swim underwater for a long time. And then after the accident, I noticed it before knowing that was a thing. I went like swimming and I was like, man, I feel like I can't stay underwater at all anymore. It's crazy. I thought I was just getting old. And no, apparently your spleen helps like your body.
It holds oxygenated blood cells in there. And then as you're running out of breath, it releases the oxygenated blood cells into your bloodstream. Yeah, I learned that on TikTok today.
If you're drowning, was it from those people that have enlarged spleens?
Yeah, the mermaid people.
That's right.
Yeah, dude.
The mermaid?
Chelsea, you should look this up. There's a tribe of people that have like 2 times larger spleens. They can swim underwater for like
13 minutes.
Insane amount of time.
Yeah. And they can free dive like really deep. It's a trip. Yeah. I watch that TikToks a day and
that's
it all went full circle.
That's
TikTok
wild.
leads to education.
Right.
But,
honestly, I've learned a lot from TikTok. I can't.
Right.
I learned how to put a trash bag in the trash can properly, apparently. You air it out and then you like get all the air out and then you throw it in and that's it. I'm like, wow. I feel like an adult now.
They say TikTok's over here trying to turn us into China. I don't believe that. I learned so much.
I'm already China. They can't turn me anymore.
You went from the Asian persuasion to the Asian invasion, huh?
Hey man, it wouldn't be the worst thing. Yeah, it would. It would be really bad.
It would be horrible.
Chinese people out there. I hate y'all.
Watch your Twitch now to get flagged because I said that.
No, it's okay. I'm Chinese. My grandpa owned a Chinese restaurant. It's legitimate.
And that's how you end up on the FBI's list.
Did he really own a Chinese restaurant? My grandpa was like, why the fuck did you say that? It wasn't real.
Right. It was a money laundering scheme the whole time.
I found them. My mom has some of the menus from when he owned the restaurant. It's actually really hilarious to look at because they just get Sharpies and they cross out the prices to raise them up. They didn't have whiteout or anything. They just crossed it out with the Sharpie and then wrote $4.50 for like a meal. I was like, damn, $4.50?
Jesus Christ.
I wish.
Right?
Yeah. So anyways, more of the stories. I almost died. It was traumatizing.
And you can't hold your breath underwater.
I can't hold my breath. I have hip pain.
Look
A lot
at that.
of PTSD.
The Weekly D's now an educational channel.
Remember, kids, don't drive normal. I guess that's what don't drive like a normal person and you'll be fine.
I think the moral of the story is go through the deer rather than swerve out the way.
I didn't even hit it. No,
You missed it.
That's on you. That's on you.
It's on me. Yeah, I should
That's
have
what I'm
killed
saying.
that fucking deer.
Moral of the story is you go through the deer, not through the pole.
In that reaction, the only thing I had was, oh shit, just turned. Like,
dude, that's fucking
My
terrifying.
reflexes are like way faster than that.
Yeah.
I feel like I've gotten out of so many crashes.
Really?
I was like, it was right over hill. It was unavoidable, but apparently it was avoidable because I missed the deer.
You didn't feel like just like slam on the brakes?
Yeah, in the moment, no. It was
easier to go.
It was one of the because I was also in like really I was in the 99 Corolla, so it was really tiny, but the hood was kind of raised up a little bit, so I was kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It was just I was not
the Corolla.
I was in a
that's
Corolla.
Like the most. I'm sorry, but that's the most Asian car you could have been driving, a 99 Corolla.
You're right. That's where we got it. It was from an Asian guy. We paid like $2,000 for that damn car. My dad was like, "Here goes your first car," and I was like, "For me?" I love that
mine
car.
was like, I think it was a 99 Honda Civic.
Oh, nice.
$3,000 too. It was
And
so
he was like,
worth
I drove a
like,
Lambo.
it would stop in the middle of 45 and I would be like, oh fuck. Like I would just see a truck in my rearview mirror and I was like,
oh
what
my
the fuck?
god.
Those cars were great. So many memories of trying to fix them.
And then someone rear-ended me and then she like lied to the cops and said that I rear-ended her. No, she said that I stopped in the middle of the road. And I was like, why would I stop in the middle of entering 99? Like that makes no sense. And then so they ended up like blaming me or whatever. And so my trunk would fly open every time I hit a speed bump. And it was so embarrassing. Like, and I lived like in the Woodlands at the time. So like people looked, man. And like
you don't
by
see
the mall,
99
I would just
cars
be like,
out in the Woodlands.
Like, oh, there goes Chelsea with their pop-up truck.
There she
you
goes.
see the trunk, boom.
You just see the
Like,
clothes
every
flying out the
speed bump,
back.
I was like, fuck. It was so embarrassing.
You didn't put like bungee cords or nothing like to hold it down.
I did, but they would keep opening up. And then one time a cop pulled me over because he was like, you know, your trunk is slightly open, right? And I was like, yes, sir, I'm well aware. Thank you very much.
They just escaped. I know.
Right.
It was so bad.
You have somebody back here, ma'am?
You should have put a shoe hanging out the back just to freak people out.
Or like one of those mannequin
people would
hands
turn
just
away.
like flying in the wind.
Oh my god, that
People
sucks.
do that, especially on Halloween. That scares me so bad. Because what if
I love when
it's real
people
and
do
you
that.
don't know?
Right?
It's
That's like
Halloween.
the
Right.
perfect time to get away with it.
You'd
Yeah.
be like, oh no, it's just a prop. It's a full dead body in the back seat.
that would be
It's still warm.
So
Ew.
it's still just murdered, still warm.
Oh no.
Well, now we know. Chelsea's
Right.
gonna kill somebody around Halloween.
Right. Shh, don't tell nobody.
If her boyfriend goes missing around Halloween, we know.
Right.
No,
Guys,
my
I'm
trunk is
freshly
wide open
single.
now. I'm just kidding.
She's like, I'm freshly single. Don't go looking for him.
I'm just playing.
Oh my god, that's funny.
He's gonna hear this and be like, the fuck?
Right.
I mean, I'm like, what are they talking about?
Well, the funny thing is, like we were talking before the show, like on your Instagram, every time you post a question, like asking questions, someone always has to ask you, "Do you got a boyfriend?" Like,
Yeah,
how many people try to slide into your DMs?
on a daily basis or like
Just whenever.
The fuck? Yo.
a lot, a lot.
Oh,
And it's really sad too because it's like sometimes it's the same people like over and over and over again, and they're not even like they're like in the requests. And
Oh,
it's like I admire your effort and persistence, but like, bro, like you don't get tired, you don't like, aren't you ashamed?
oh man.
This is a shout out to all those guys in
Right.
the request
I love
DMs.
you guys.
No, fuck y'all.
No, but I'm
Don't you
not
get
gonna lie.
tired?
Sometimes, like,
Don't
it
you
boosts my
wish?
confidence a lot. Like,
I
I'm
was
just
about to say, you gotta admit, like
that.
when you're down, one day you're just having a bad day, you're like, let me scroll through these DMs real quick.
Damn, Danny, wouldn't it be nice?
Right? I wish I
It's
got messages
wild,
like that.
though. It's wild.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that you see on there, like, I'm just like, ew. Like, what makes you say that to a person? You know?
See, me and Danny get
So
the,
embarrassing.
hey, sexy, come meet me on my private page or whatever the
My
fuck.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, the OnlyFans. Like, I
Yeah, I
hate
get
those
something like
messages.
that. Or like some old man the other day, and he was like, "My wife just died a month ago, and I'm just looking for someone to talk to." And I was like,
Oh my god.
"Oh God, sorry, I'm not responding." Oh God.
He's in the
Oh,
Twitch chat right now crying to himself.
Right.
Yeah,
He's watching
don't
this.
do
It's just
it.
like,
Chelsea,
what?
please.
Oh
He's like,
man,
just say hi
think
to
about
me.
you, Paul. No, I'm just kidding.
Paul?
He's putting
So
people on blast.
She's like, he's actually really a nice guy.
Right? Oh my god. I can only imagine the crazy shit you get sent.
Yeah, it grosses me out. It's just weird. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm very old fashioned in a sense, like
Mhm.
just in terms of like the way I speak to people or like how I want people to speak to me. I just feel like there's no level of like respect or morals anymore. So it just like blows my mind when I get some messages and I'm like, who like raised you?
Right. Well, I mean, the internet's just so
Say that to
messed
a
up.
person.
I genuinely feel bad, especially for y'all like females that are trying to make it in the game. That no matter what you do, some guy is gonna find some way to sexualize you. No matter what you do, what you say, you can wear clothes up to your neck and long sleeves and long ass.
You just show your
Pants.
nose.
Yeah,
then
and
let all
someone's
that
gonna
nose
have
go.
something to say.
Yeah, it's
Like, I
so
want to pick that nose. Something weird.
It's wild. I don't
Yeah.
understand it fully. I'm just gonna do whatever I want at this point. I'm just really not gonna let, what's popular kind of influence what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like I want to move in my own way. You either like me or you don't. That's just my mentality now. So
As you should. As you should. You should be your own person. Fuck what everyone else is doing. Do you. That's what's gonna set you apart.
There's always going to be
I hope
somebody.
it's not my pride just getting in the way, and then that'll be the reason I don't make it.
Nah, you're going to
No.
find people that really enjoy the things that you do, because there's always going to be somebody that hates the things you do. No matter what you do, you could be
You can never
saving
win.
every.
Yeah.
You can never win with everybody, because some people, they're going to complain about something, and that's just how it is.
Yeah,
And,
it's like
people
a
are shitty.
huge thing I've learned recently is just to not care what other people think.
Yeah.
And that's something I always struggled with, is like validation from other people. And I'm like, wait, like, why am I looking for validation outwards? Like, as long as I'm happy and I enjoy what I'm doing, then that should be all that matters. So it's something that you have to like constantly remind yourself of, but the more you do, the more it becomes just like engraved in your brain.
Yeah.
But yeah.
People don't realize how much self-love is like one of the biggest factors to happiness. You got to love yourself before you can let other people love you.
But it's the hardest thing to do is love yourself sometimes.
Oh, I fucking hate me. Yeah.
Don't worry, Spencer. I hate you too, bro.
Dude, I hate you. Let's make it out. Come on.
I struggled with that for a long time, a very, very long time. Honestly, I didn't get, my shit together, like in the sense of like self-love, till like 2 years ago, maybe not even like a year ago. I just barely figured it out, but it just takes a lot of repetition, a lot of forgiveness. If we forgive other people so easily, we should be able to forgive ourselves just as easily. And I think that was like the biggest thing that I had to like realize, is like people make mistakes, myself included. Like if I can forgive somebody a million times over and over again for the same thing, then why can't I forgive myself for one little mistake? Like it doesn't define me. It's just a part of life. So I don't know. Yeah.
I hope somebody's writing down all the stuff we're saying
Right.
to this one. This is
Make sure you cut that into a clip, Alan. That's clippable.
Alan, run it back.
No, I love talking about that stuff and just like helping people, because I wish someone would have said that to me.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that. Like I said, self-love is one of the hardest things to achieve. But when you achieve it, like your life changes. I'm sure since you kind of started figuring it out, like things have been just clicking for you and flowing and coming together.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's more just like your perception on life too. I don't know. People like love to live and sit in a negative mindset because that's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
And it's just so easy. I'm not going to say it's easy. There's just little things that you can adjust up there to make sure that you have a positive outlook, and life looks completely different. But people just don't want to take the time or the work to do that. It was to the point where, like, if I was like thinking a negative thought, it sounds so dumb, but I would just like snap my fingers. I'd be like, no. And like negative thought would like leave my mind.
You snapped yourself out of it.
I swear, like,
you literally snapped yourself out of it.
I would be like, nope, we're not doing this today. And the negative thought would like leave my mind, and I would replace it with a good thought. And so much changed for me the more I did that. I mean, it wasn't like a overnight thing. It was like a process. And life is good. Life is much better now.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing. That's beautiful. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of people can't do that. It's a hard thing to do. To look inward is one of the things that people just don't do all the time.
I think a lot of people just don't know how.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Do you meditate?
No, I don't.
Always with meditating.
I pray, but I don't meditate. I probably should.
Oh, I mean, prayer is a form of meditation.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to actually get like better at it, to be like more consistent. That's like the one thing that's kind of missing in my life right now, is my relationship with, God. I was really good about it a few years ago, but I kind of like lost my way, so I'm trying to like bring it back in.
I feel you on that. That's awesome. Now, are you super religious, or just sort of kinda, or?
I mean, I don't like read the Bible every day.
Why not? That's a lot.
Really long. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like
it's a long book.
I feel like I believe, and I feel like you don't have to go to church to be considered like religious. I just feel like as long as like you talk to God and like you thank him daily for the things that he does for you. I mean, just like you're taking breath every day is enough to thank him for. So I don't know. I would say when things are going bad, I know who to run to and who to trust and who to talk to about it. The big man up there.
There you go.
It's one of those things people are like, you have to go to church to pray and to ask for forgiveness, but it's one of those
things like people are hypocrites.
People at my church were like, because I was Catholic. I'm not entirely right. I hope none of my family's listening. I'm not entirely right now. I'm kind of all over the place, but for the longest time I was Catholic. We went like every week, almost 2 times a week. Every time I was an altar boy, not in a weird way. There's always somebody out there, not in a weird way. The priest didn't touch me. It's story time. Those people were some of the worst people I've ever met in my life that went to my church, because a lot of them were racist. Not against me, weirdly enough, even though we were like the darkest ones there. But if there was ever people that would show up that were other, like Danny, no, I'm just kidding. No, it's just there. It was just like other races besides like my family, which I guess because we grew up there, they didn't care. But and then they also were very snooty. Like we had a priest from Africa come in, and they couldn't understand him, so they didn't like him. I'm like, oh, you just listen to him. He's still saying the same thing that our other priest was saying. Just listen. But they didn't get it. Really nice guy, but he had to leave because everybody was mean to him.
That's so sad.
That's what I'm saying. These people are messed up.
I grew up Catholic too, and we would go to church every Sunday, but I never understood like what was being said. And then they say you kind of like find God when you're at your lowest. And I started going to church by myself at Church Project, which is a Christian church on Sawdust. I think they moved now, somewhere near Sawdust now. But the way that they spoke and the things that they talked about, it would just kind of like be engraved in my brain, and I would actually implement that when I walked out. And that's a thing that like not a lot of people do. Like they just go to church and they're like, okay, I did my deed for God, like for the week, like see you next Sunday. And that's not like the point. The point is to like take that in and share it and spread it around. And that just is one of the things that aggravated me. But I mean, if I ever feel like I need to like go to church and really like hear like a sign or something from God, like I'll go. But I feel like me talking to him is enough, you know? He listens.
Yeah,
he doesn't care where you are. As long as you're talking to him.
As long as you're talking to him, I mean, he should be good.
He's my homie. I'm going to dap him up when I get up there. I'm going to be like, what's up, bro? I've been waiting for you to get it out there.
He'll be like, what are you doing up here?
Right.
Please take me in.
Right.
Bro, please. I told all them down there I was coming up here. You can't let me down now.
Right.
I lived in Texas weather enough during my waking life. Please let me into there.
It's actually colder down there than it is in Texas.
Probably. Oh my god. We're not even in August yet. I'm like,
that's what people keep saying, and I'm like, I keep forgetting August is hotter.
Yeah.
It's 101 outside on the daily.
You're telling me I work outdoors and there's no AC where I work. And
I work in a trailer.
It is interesting to be out there.
You know, at Disney World and Six Flags, we have like those little like headbands, and they have like the fans, and you can like spritz them out. You should get one.
Yeah, that's what I need. Well, I thought about putting a water hose right in front of my fan and turning it on. Just to see if it'll cool it down.
Bro, not even like a little spritzer.
I'll put a mister on the end of the water hose.
I mean, it's hot. I thought you were
talking about putting like, just like the bare water hose.
Yeah. Like I'll turn it on just to dribble. So it dribbles right over the fan. And
just let it drip on you all day. You're going to just be like a soggy old man by the end, but you're going to be nice and cold.
No, it's hot as balls outside.
Look like a raisin.
Oh man,
I gotta drive around all day tomorrow. I just thought about that. No, I'm not bringing up work right now. I'm home.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? We could meet with you, but you said Rosenberg. That's the opposite way. I'm going to Humboldt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm far south, far south.
I'm going northeast. I'm trying to not pull a Chelsea.
Yeah, almost northeast. I don't know why my brain just wasn't working when I said that.
It's all right. It happens. I've
been looking at maps all day. I'm tired.
Oh, that's the worst when you have to look at like maps. One thing all day.
Yeah, it's more just like a lot of talking to people all day and then email. Like I just stare at a screen all day. 3 screens to be exact, but
Oh, so this probably
Only
sucks
got
having
two
a
screens. My
scared.
bad.
No, this is different. Like I'm not reading stuff. Like I'm just looking at people's faces. It's fine.
Yeah, it's better.
Much better.
It's okay. You can do like the dark border, so it makes it easier on the eyes too.
Right?
Yeah, I definitely have the brightness like on low at work, but I swear my vision's just giving out on me. I'm like, I'm too young.
Oh no, you
Gotta
need to
get
get some blue light
Yeah.
glasses.
And
That's
there's like
what someone was telling me the other day, but I'm like,
there's a warm setting on your screen you can do, so where it's like lighter, like
only
yellowy
works on
colors.
one of my screens though, because one of them is
Fuck?
a Mac, and then the other two are different types of screens. So I just
Oh, does that
Yeah.
bother you? Like the different colors? That would drive me crazy.
I'm losing my mind thinking about that.
sometimes I just have to like close my eyes because my eyes really like get really watery and they start hurting just from like.
Oh yeah, you need some blue light glasses. Those things are super
Yeah.
cheap. They can get the
Yeah,
clear
for
ones.
sure.
I don't know if you wear glasses or not, but you can get those clear ones.
Well, that's the thing is when I was younger, I was really a nerd. So I thought your eye
Still am.
test, your eye exam was like an actual test. So I would guess, even though I couldn't actually see. So I would get it right. So now I went back like when I was 19 and I was like, yeah, doc, I really can't see out this eye. And he was like, oh yeah, your vision is just gonna get progressively worse. And I was like,
Oh no.
cool.
You're just
And then
walking
I've never
around
been back since.
living
so,
life in hard mode. What?
Yeah,
Right?
I like can't see
Come
anything.
on,
You're just
Chelsea.
guessing. They're like, man, this girl's blind as hell. She thought that was an E. That's a W.
Yeah, for a smart person, I guess I wasn't so smart because why would I guess on that? I don't know.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, I've done that before too. I would look at the chart as I was walking by it.
What are
before-
you doing?
Trying to memorize everything.
Switch the numbers. I mean, the letters and stuff. You know, like why would
Yeah.
you switch it? Because obviously you're gonna
Right.
It's for
memorize
your
it.
vision. It's not for guess. It's not memorization or guessing.
Well, sometimes
What are
like,
y'all
she'll be like,
doing?
"What do you see?" And I'm like, "Well, obviously it's an E, but
Mhm.
it's blurry." Like,
Because you
and
need.
I mean, ask me a more direct question because, like,
Right, I
obviously that's
feel you
what-
on that. They should like show us a picture instead of a letter.
Alan, are you
I don't
here?
know, different words.
Somebody-
Like, geez, something.
Somebody help me.
I'm just saying they should show us pictures or something that changes so you can't guess it.
It's
Because
gonna be a
I
cow. You're gonna know it's a cow.
Bro, I
It's
swear
not
though,
gonna-
like I used to always just look at the chart as I was walking by it and I would try to memorize it. That way by the time I got to the eye exam, I was like off just like they were like, you got 20/20 vision.
Guys,
And I'm like,
No.
yeah, I got 20/20 vision. The whole time I couldn't see shit.
Right?
I'd be like reading my books, like, oh my god, I can't see anything.
I'm not gonna lie, like since high school till now, till 2 years ago, I used to drive with no glasses, no nothing. I couldn't even see at night. It just all be blurs. And I just like
Yeah.
I would memorize
Yes.
landmarks. I couldn't read street signs. I would just memorize the landmarks and stuff. And I was like, oh, this is my turn.
No, it's really bad. Like I really can't see at night. Like it's just a bunch of lights. It's a light show, and I'm like, oh my god, hopefully I make it home.
where do both of y'all live so I don't go there at night? Oh my
Well, I
god.
got glasses now. I got
Make
glasses
it
now.
worse. Like I live downtown, so it's like worse for me because there's so many lights.
And people don't stop at
going
lights.
on. One time I thought that I saw a homeless person and it was a fire what's it called?
Hydrant?
Yes, fire hydrant.
I thought you were just it was a
Standing
fire.
here staring at me. It was a fire hydrant.
It was like, it was just a fire
Because
right
I
there.
was
That was a
looking at them,
homeless
I was like,
person.
what are you looking at? And then I'm driving by and I was like,
It's just a
literally-
fire.
And that's the worst. You're probably squinting hard as hell too. Just like
I'm like, what the hell are they doing? They're just staring at me.
I'm so glad I don't have bad vision. Oh my god,
Yeah,
dude.
you're
What are
blessed,
y'all doing?
honestly.
I got
Tough
20/20.
life.
Yeah.
I mean, I got glasses now. I still don't wear them all the time, but
I don't think I've ever seen you
Well, mine
wearing
are
glasses.
cracked. So every time
honestly.
it rains, they get all foggy. So I can't
Mhm.
see either way.
well, mine are ruined because like I wore them to work one time and like a chemical splashed them and it just like ruined the film on them. So I can't
At
see
least
out
it
of them
saved your
regardless.
eyes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I was like, I think you were wearing them.
Yeah. He's
Right?
like, oh, my glasses got ruined.
yeah, like I can't see out of them.
Your eyesight could have actually been.
No,
That
I would have
happened
been
to
fine.
here, I was pumping gas and I took the pump out and like all the gas like just went in my eye and I was in my glasses, luckily. But I was like, oh my God. Imagine if I had put my glasses on like 5 seconds ago.
Did you like turn the pump and just like
No,
How'd
I
that
don't know
happen?
what was on. It unlocked and everything, like it clicked. And then when I took it out, all this oil just came out and was like,
Oh no.
I was
That's
like,
not a good time. And then the
I'm
smell
like
of gas
deeply concerned
sticks
about
to
both
you.
y'all now.
horrible.
I'm so concerned about both y'all living in the world. I feel like an old man for sure now.
Just think about it this way. We're not the only ones. We are
No,
not the
I know.
only
I know
ones.
this
I
is a
wish y'all
beautiful
were,
thing.
honestly. There shouldn't be that many people running around almost getting blinded, not seeing what's happening on the street lights and shit. What thinking of
fire hydrant
fires?
Dude, I know at least like 5 people in my friend group that squint when they drive. They're just squinting the whole time trying to see.
Are they Asian?
No,
They just
that's the
have
worst part.
And then to make it worse is when like you have the bright truck lights behind you. You can
Yeah.
like I always like move my
Your
my
mirror?
rear view mirrors and so it shines back on them.
Yeah. And then you can't use them because you put them towards them.
I mean I couldn't see anyways, so like what risk
Oh
am I
my
really
god.
taking?
What sucks for me is like I live out in the country, right? So there's like no street lights. So it's fine because I can see with the headlights. But as soon as a car comes with the high beams, I'm blinded for like 5 minutes. I'm just driving blind. It's horrible.
We should probably go to the eye doctor.
Y'all should probably go to the eye
Well, you
doctor.
should, right?
Getting out of the interview, like we really do need to go to the eye doctor.
If you're ever in the Heights, my girlfriend used to work at an eye doctor. She's really good. She'll help y'all get your prescription that you need. Oh my god, you can drive at night with these prescriptions.
The worst part is I have insurance and everything. I just never go.
Danny, go to the eye doctor. You're gonna kill somebody. You're gonna kill you. Chelsea, you too.
No, I really do need to go. Like I haven't gone like 3 or 4 years.
Same.
I know it's no longer 2020. Let's just like
Oh
2020.
hell no. Mine's like 10, 20. Or is it the higher the number, the smaller the number that it's worse?
The lower, right?
Is it? I don't
2020
know.
is the best, so it has to be lower.
I hope so. I don't know, but I'm
You
bad.
guys should
We
know
need to
more
go to
than
the eye
I
doctor
should.
so we can get
Yeah.
educated on this.
Right? I'm like, I need to be educated. I can't see.
I'm gonna make a call. I'm gonna make appointments for y'all. Give me your
Please.
insurance. I got
Oh,
you.
Papa Spencer over here.
I feel like it. Oh my god.
I live life on the edge.
You got a
Right?
neck beard. You should know how to go to the eye doctor.
Now I'm go. I'll go.
No go.
She ain't
I'll
gonna go.
down there and be like, I'm here.
She's-
Getting my glasses.
it's gonna be the dentist.
Right. She's just gonna
She's
take a
also-
picture outside to make it look like she went.
She's gonna take a picture outside of some random eye doctor place, but it's just gonna have something with an eyeball in it. It's gonna be like a bar. I'm here. Is that gonna be
Oh
the
my
same day
God.
you finish your
Oh
song?
my god.
Damn.
I'm gonna keep calling you out until it happens. I'm waiting to put your logo on that. Or I'm waiting to put the name of the album on that
I
logo.
know.
It's like I'm just sitting here like I could just do it real quick. All I gotta do is just draw it out, and she just won't give me the name. I'm telling you, just put
No, I'm
Lechuga.
looking for it. It's somewhere in here. I just gotta get it out.
I'm still concerned about y'all driving. We're not done with this conversation.
I told you I got glasses now. They're just kind of blurry.
Yeah, because you got chemicals on them.
I guess I'm back to the starting point.
you're just like evening out.
We're gonna come back with like bifocals, like some thick ass glasses.
I have
Really
issues
bad.
seeing this close, and that's it. But when it's like here or further, I can see really far away, and I'm pretty sure I could see y'all come down the road. It's gonna happen.
But I feel like
Man, they're in the middle of the lane.
Yes, pretty good.
Right?
Like the fire hydrants look like homeless people to me, so I don't know.
She's like, so I hit him.
She knows not to hit those.
Then she's gonna see a homeless person and be like, "Oh, it's just a cone."
That's how it moves.
Yeah, the cone is moving.
Oh my
It's
God.
running over.
And then I'm
It came-
full of Spencer, and I'm just spin the whole
And
car.
swerve.
All right. That was very traumatic. All right. There's a lot of PTSD. Up in
Chelsea
here.
said, "You want to take shots? I'm gonna take shots back."
That's fine. I've been taking them my whole life. I've been a nerd my entire life. I know how to get bullied.
Hey, me too.
Yeah.
Same.
Why does my camera keep zooming out?
I know it does. It's weird.
I think it's a
Maybe
ghost.
there's
It's
like
just
paranormal activity in there.
I think your camera heard us say that we're blind, so it keeps fucking with us and focusing in and out.
I know. I'm like, is that?
It's like, this is
that
what
the
y'all's
camera or
visions
my
look like.
eyes?
I don't know why though. It's like I'm not even doing. We're not talking about this. People are going to be listening to the podcast. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Right? They're like, "What camera?"
Camera.
So Chelsea, a little birdie told us that you like ghost stories.
Oh,
Love ghost stories.
I have a half of one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell it.
Go for
It's
it.
very quick. I was getting ready for work. I was on
Wait,
top of my.
how scary is this? Should I turn my nightlight on?
Your entire room is lit up right now.
It's not enough. I'm still scared.
What? She's gonna
Wait,
get like
you
a
get scared
happy-
easily?
Okay, I'm ready.
That looks even scarier. Okay. It's not that scary. It's just a little freaky. That's where I'm gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, freaky. So I was getting ready for work. I worked at the mall that's like right down the street. I was just getting ready, tying my shoes and shit, petting my dog. And then I was sitting at the top of my stairs texting on my phone. And then I was home alone and nobody was around, nothing going on. I had siblings that were living here, but they weren't here at the time they were at work. And then I just hear someone yell, "Spencer!" in my ear. And it was like right here, like almost like somebody like had their mouth right against my ear and
Like a
yelled.
familiar voice or like?
I don't. It almost sounded like a voice that you'd hear in a crowd, like just like kind of muffled, like you don't really know it, but
Yeah.
which is even scarier actually. I think I'd rather it be somebody I know. I don't know. It's weird like that. So then I heard it and I turned like really quickly and there's no one there. I basically jumped down the stairs. I don't know how far I jumped. It was probably like 10 steps. And then I ran downstairs and there was a baseball bat right at the bottom of the stairs. Me and my brothers, they're like, "Yeah, if somebody ever wants to rob us, we'll have a baseball bat right at the front door like idiots." What are we going to do? Run down the stairs, grab the baseball bat, tell them to wait? Anyways, so it was right there and I grabbed it and I ran into my living room and I was like, "Who the fuck is in my house?" Screaming. And I was more worried if somebody answered, honestly. Nobody answered. It was just quiet. But it was like someone screamed in my ear. Like it wasn't like they were
clear as day. Like
yeah, clear as day. It sounded like more like someone was trying to get my attention than like someone trying to scare me or anything. Or like it just sounded like Spencer, like but really loud. And it was only in this ear because the other ear didn't hear anything.
That's so weird.
Yeah, but I like darted down the stairs. My dog was freaking out, like, like doing that kind of shit. Like, and I was like, "Back up! Might be somebody here." I didn't have a gun at the time, so all I had was this baseball bat.
And that can't really do anything for the ghost.
Right?
I know,
What are you
right?
gonna
I'm
do?
like,
Pop a cap
oh,
in
yeah.
the ghost?
You ever seen Signs? That happened. That movie, he hit him with he hit the alien with the baseball bat. It could have been,
That's
me.
an alien,
Tell
not
Billy
a
to swing.
not a ghost.
Yeah, but, maybe the alien had a weird little tentacle thing that got down to my ear and whispered and then ran.
Oh, maybe that sounds a little kinky though.
Kyle has an even freakier one that everybody should hear. It's so scary. I almost knocked over my screen. Oh, that was me though. That was not the ghost.
That wasn't the
He's over
ghost.
there. Yeah, you see that like weird spot over in the corner? That's where he hangs out.
Oh, hey.
Steve.
That'd be fucked up if something actually moved.
I know. Like all the figures in the back just fly off the
You
wall.
just see all of us run off and Spencer's just sitting there like, "What happened?"
I'd be like, you know how long that took me to set up? There's like 50 Funko Pops
That's
up there.
so disrespectful of you.
Come on,
Do
Steve.
it
You've been
again.
through this. You can knock over the shit on the floor. It's fine. Not on the shelves. We had a rule.
Like,
I
clean
have
up
too many
after
Funko
this,
Pops,
though.
so if a ghost knocked it over, it'd probably be an intervention. Yeah, Kyle's story is more like demonic than ghostly. And I think he'll have to tell you that. Danny, you probably heard it once about his grandpa or grandpa.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I mean, I could tell it. I don't know how we could just be telling ghost stories. We put this on the podcast on Elm Street or whatever they called, right?
Oh, they're the horror podcast.
Yeah,
Is it
the
a horror
horror
podcast still? I don't
I
know
don't
what
know
it
if it's
is
horror
anymore.
or just spooky story. So Kyle has another podcast that's not the Weekly D.
Because he doesn't love us anymore.
Yeah, I know he fucking hates us, which I'm not even fully a part of the Weekly D at all.
So you win.
Yeah, I'm just here to take over for Kyle.
Yep.
I think I'm more fun. But
a little
yeah,
bit.
he is it's a I'm pretty sure it's horror still. Cody, if you're in the chat, correct me. But yeah, they tell like spooky stories. They talk about scary movies or what are those cryptids? Maybe those things. They're like I don't fucking know.
cryptids.
They always talk about them. Yeah, they always talk about them. I have no idea what they're saying.
That sounds really cool. I actually want to listen.
You should listen to it.
It's a fun little podcast.
Family just texted me, "Who's that behind you?"
Who is he talking about? Danny? It's not the time. Had enough of your shit.
I mean, I've only seen like one thing, but it's never been like an actual person. Like it's only been like a figure.
Only a demon.
I didn't see that. I just remember when I was a kid, I was in Mexico, and my cousins bought a Ouija board to my grandma's house, and I saw it. That's the same thing I said. I saw it, and I was like, I'm out of here. I'm going to the living room. They were in the kitchen, and they started playing that shit. And then all of a sudden, I started seeing the lights flicker, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? And I hear my cousins just screaming at the top of their lungs, walk into the kitchen, and literally like the cabinets were just opening and shit was falling out the cabinets. It was such a fucking trippy thing. Then my grandma got there and beat everyone's ass.
I'm sure she did, throwing the holy water everywhere.
Oh, she
I will build a time machine and go back to whip y'all's asses. What are y'all doing?
Bro, I wasn't even part of it, and I got my ass whooped because I was in the house. I got my ass whooped by affiliation.
It's that shit. It's like you let them do this.
Yeah, and I was the youngest one. I was like, how am I getting blamed for this? But dude, it was crazy. Like, I don't know what they did. I was watching TV and the TV turned off, lights started flickering on and off. And yeah, shit started flying off the cabinets. It was terrifying. Ever since then,
a movie called Nope. That's what I'm gonna describe this as. Nope.
Ever since then, I'm like, I do not want to know anything about a Ouija board. Keep that shit away from me. I've seen enough.
You know, they show
I don't even touch them. Like even the ones at Target and stuff, I don't even like that shit. Like I'm like, get away from me.
Right? It's like bad vibes.
Like
why at Target?
What happened to me was like at my old apartment like 2 years ago. There's the living room, and then there's like a hallway, and then it separates to like my room and my dad's room. And we had like the dog gate in the hallway, and my sister and my dad were in the living room. So I was in college at the time, so I was studying in my room because I had a final. And all of a sudden, like my door started shaking, like aggressively, like literally, like I thought they were fucking with me because my dad and my sister play around. But mind you can also hear every footstep in the apartment. So I never thought like anything, you know? So I'm like, what? And they're like, they don't say anything. I'm like, what? What do you want? Like, leave me alone. And then all of a sudden it just stops. And so I get up and I open it because I'm like all pissed off and I'm expecting to see them there. And they were like laying on the couch, like in the middle of like watching something on YouTube. And they're like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you yelling? And I'm like, didn't you just, and they're like, what? I was like, didn't you just like shake my door and try to open it? And they were like, no. I'm like, did you hear it? And they were like, yeah, we thought that was you. And I was like, why would I be doing that?
On your own
and
door?
That was weird because like nothing ever happened in that apartment ever. Like that apartment, I never felt any like bad vibe, like not like spiritually bad vibes or anything. So that shit freaked me out, like freaked me out. And I'm the type like I always have to have my doors closed. Like every door has to be closed. I don't care. I don't leave my bathroom door open. I don't leave my closet door open. Everything has to be shut. And yeah, that really freaks me out.
Dude, door's closed right now. I just realized.
Yeah, like, I always have it closed. Like I don't know why I've always been like that, but it was like shaking like aggressively, like
that's crazy.
That's
And I was
stressing
like,
me out thinking
Right.
about.
Those are the
at the
worst
time,
too.
at the time I'm looking at it, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, they're so annoying. Like, why don't I'm studying, you know? And then after I was like, oh hell no. Like, I don't want to be in my room
Hell
no
no.
more. I'm
Yeah,
studying,
fuck
fuck the
it.
final. I'm going to hang out with y'all. Like
I'm calling The
so
Exorcist.
scary.
We out.
No,
Right.
seriously.
It's
I
like,
messaged the apartment. I'm ending the lease.
oh my god, that's
Don't
terrible.
bother renewing it.
0 stars on Yelp. Or
Right.
whatever the fuck. Google reviews.
One,
This shit is
1 out of 5
trash. There are
stars. Do not
ghosts.
recommend.
No, seriously.
If I could
I
put 0
mean,
stars, I
apart
would.
from all the issues that apartment gave me, that was like,
The worst
okay.
one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I would say, wasn't your sister like a little kid at the time too? Because you're like, why are you banging on my door?
No, this
Right.
was like 2 years ago.
Oh damn.
Last
Is she
thing
not like a
something
child now?
happened. I mean, technically age-wise, but like maturity-wise, she's like pretty up there. She's 17. She'll be 18 next February. So she was like 15
okay.
at the time. Yeah.
What's her
But
birthday?
it was like
My
February
birthday's
23rd.
huh?
February 23rd.
Oh, mine's the 19th. I was like, she better not have my birthday. We're gonna fight. My
Yeah,
day.
she's a little Pisces baby.
Um,
But yeah, the last thing that happened to me that was like really traumatizing was in Chicago when I lived over there. And a lot of stuff that happened at that house apparently was like built upon like an Indian burial ground.
always.
So I never saw a person, but like my mom and my grandma always saw like a little Indian girl walking around. They would always think it was me running around. I never remember owning a white nightgown, so I don't know how they thought it was me. But I remember going upstairs and then being really scared, and I ran back downstairs and I saw, you know, like how the Virgin Mary is on like that pokey thing. I saw that like leaning against the hallway, and I had to pass it to get to the living room. And it was like gray, white, and black. And it was so scary. Like I just froze. And then I ran past it, and my mom saw like a scratch on my neck, and she said I was like pale as a ghost. So when she called the cops, thinking like someone broke in, she tried to show them the scratch, and the scratch was gone. That shit was weird.
Whoa.
Still freaks me out to this day.
Okay. I got a sister-in-law who's a similar story. She had scratches on her, and then like the next day they were all gone. I'm like, is it just like a Hispanic little girl thing? Is this one of those
It
things?
has to be like our initiation or something.
Right?
Because it was like bleeding
To the world.
It was like a big scratch, and like it was gone whenever the cops came, like an hour later.
That's such a trip.
You don't just make that shit up. Like, you know, like, oh yeah, my daughter got scratched. This was a prank. No, you
Yeah.
know.
They probably thought my mom was a psycho, to be honest. But
As you're running down
happened. I
you're
know it
like, my
happened.
mom's crazy as you're running away from whatever scared you. She's crazy. You tell them,
Yeah.
police. Yeah, that lady's nuts.
Yeah, that shit was wild. So much stuff happened at the house. I'm so glad that's the only thing I saw, because if it were anything else, I would have probably pissed my pants.
Yeah, I met your mom. She's like the nicest lady.
Right.
It's really nice.
I was telling Corey, because I met up with him the other day to give him a coaster I made him. I was like, I don't know what we were talking about, but I was talking about your mom. I was like, I think she thought I was somebody important, because she started telling me about your sister and like showing me like her songs and stuff. It's like, I think she thinks I'm important. I'm not.
She's just super proud. She's
Yeah,
just really
I get
proud.
that. She was so
Yeah.
proud. You and her. And I
Really
was like,
cute. She's definitely like a Kris Jenner. She's like a mom for sure.
Is she? That's awesome.
Yeah. No, for sure. Like if you look at her Instagram, it's like our fan page. Like you would think we died. Like everything's about us on it. It's so cute. It's the cutest thing. Like she supports us like 110%.
That's
now I
awesome.
gotta go see this. What's your mom's handle?
It's Patty Cadena _ Okay.
Is it with T or D?
What do you mean?
Do you say Patty?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Patty Godina _ If you go to my following list or my followers list, it will pop right up.
Probably
That would
quicker to
seems
find.
like it'd be a lot easier. I'm over here like
You're over here typing
Yeah,
it.
you're making
My-
it hard on yourself.
my dyslexic ass is over here like, yeah. It's really hard being dyslexic and trying to do art shit when you're trying to type out things properly. I was having the hardest time spelling your last name.
Mine?
Yes.
Really?
I don't know why. I kept putting like a Q in there for no reason.
You know, people like pronounce my last name so well, which you would think like they wouldn't. They pronounce my first name wrong all the time.
Really? Your first name is spelled like the way you sounded out, though.
C, like the sea, like ocean.
Yeah.
They say Chelsea, Kelsey. I'm like, where's the K? Where's the K? I'm like, it's Chelsea. Where are you getting Chelsea from?
No, people call me Steven when I tell them my name is Spencer. Steven, Stefan. What is somebody called me something the dumbest thing? It was like Strugen. Something like that. I was at Chick-fil-A. Just like the Chick-fil-A. Yeah, no, it was something dumb, bro. Like
I mean, okay, but they hear like 110 names like all day. So
They
you
walked
have
up,
to give them a little slack.
the girl asked me my name. I drove up and they're like, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "Spencer." And they're like, "We can't find your order." And then they came over laughing, like hysterically laughing. And they told me the name, but I can't remember it. But it was the dumbest thing I've ever heard because it was
like
nothing close to Spencer. What? No, it wasn't. It wasn't even close. It was like the letters were completely off.
Maybe that person was just dyslexic that put it together.
But they're hearing me.
Maybe they heard you, but they were thinking of something else.
Found your mom. I'm gonna follow her. But no, and then today I called some place and they're like, "What's your name?" I was like, "Spencer." Hunter?
I swear.
I like my
kind of.
It ends in that's it.
It's an er.
I'm gonna start saying my name is Steven. Maybe they're gonna call me Spencer.
Honestly, as Starbucks and Chick-fil-A, I just take it. Just give me my coffee and give me my food.
they asked for the name. I'm like, you don't need the name. Just give me I'll give you my order. You're not gonna get it right. I couldn't even imagine if I gave him my last name.
Shouldn't be this complicated.
I think they'd have a heart attack if they tried to put my last name on a cup.
No. What's your last name?
I think it's Hoffart.
You think?
No, I'm saying I think it's on here.
Yeah, it's Hoffart.
I heard you say spell your name
do
wrong.
people ever say Hoffart?
Oh, bro. Guaranteed, if they read my name before they meet me, that's exactly what they say. 100%. They're like, Spencer Hoffart. Like,
Well, must have been fun.
And then I tell them,
Spencer
like,
Hoffart.
bro, that's what I'm saying. I've been bullied my whole life. My last name has part in it.
It made us stronger people. It's fine.
You're right. I was pretty weird for a while, so I think it just it didn't help that my last name had fart in it. I didn't know what kind of person I was until like after high school, and then that from then on I was like, fuck them people. Also, I'm tired of these jokes about my last name.
Honestly, it gives me kind of like, I don't know why, it gives me like Harry Potter vibes.
Your
last name? Yeah, I don't know why.
What's the
Harry Potter.
What's the part?
It was actually the Hoff, but okay.
That's German. That's German.
Well, it gives Harry Potter vibes.
I'll give you that.
Chris, our Twitch manager said your name should be Spencer Hufflepuff.
Yes.
That's what it is. That's where she got it.
It's Hufflepuff.
Chris, I will fight you. I know kind of where you live, you're in similar area. I'll find you. Oh man. I don't like that. I also get Hoffman a lot. People are like, Spencer Hoffman? Where's the M?
Yeah, I don't get that.
That's a good one. Hoffman.
It should be easy because it's
Hoffart.
Wait, how do you?
She said struggle.
Wait, I read it and now I'm struggling.
It's
Hoffart. Like basically, take the A and turn it into an E. That's how it's pronounced.
Hoffart.
Yeah.
You know why? It's because the art is at the end.
Yeah.
That I get it. I get their confusion.
Like,
I understand.
Hoffart.
It makes sense, right?
Whereas you look at my name, it's like, where do you get Chelsea? It's Chelsea. C.
Yeah, like you see the C part.
Thank
and
you.
they see this SE and they say C and then the separate.
Or they just changed my name completely and they call me Kelsey, which I don't even correct anymore. It's fine.
You
know, when you said it just now, I thought you said Chelsea again. And I was like, so what is your name?
They say Kelsey like all the time. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Close enough. Close enough.
Yeah, you tried. That's all that matters.
Right.
I'll put it on live now that my cousins call me Spenus. That's a fun name. Yeah, Spencer Hoffart. It's a really fun name.
Are your cousins little or something?
No, full grown, like a year behind me.
They're adults.
Yeah, dude. We all grew up together. We were like super close.
Isn't
like,
family great? They just bully you your entire lifetime.
It's okay. His name is Daniel, but we've called him DJ his entire life, and he wanted to call himself Daniel. I hope he's listening. I hope he somehow hears this. And he started calling himself, he's like, oh, it's Daniel. I was like, fuck you. It's DJ. And then if anything, we're like, D-gay. He loves it, actually. He laughs every time. He's like, guys, stop. But every time he's like, my name's Daniel, and I introduce him. Like, oh, it's my cousin DJ. Daniel. I'm like, no, fuck you. His name is DJ. You can't be an adult now. You've been 20 years DJ.
Right. Like I said, family, they're the best. I'm just putting you down.
Yeah. If your family doesn't put you down, who will? Yep. Your friends. Your friends will put you down exactly as hard as your family, if not together. Oh my god.
All right. Well, we've been on for like an hour and a half now.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, time's flying.
Like 30 minutes to start.
Why?
We're just having conversations. We're just
having friendly conversations.
I feel like we were a little rusty at first too. I feel like we got our groove.
Right, we got our groove finally at the last hour.
I thought we were great.
Well, now we're in.
We were great. Now we know how Chelsea sees us.
Well, it was just me because I was just sitting here like my first like interaction was like, hi.
Your first interaction with
right?
That doesn't count. We weren't recording yet.
You were.
Everybody know.
We were. We have a separate camera recording the recording.
Right.
We're exposing you.
That would be horrible if we did that.
I know. I was like,
I was just camera just like over here, like on the side. Right. It's like they'll never know. Sorry, I'm gonna derail the fuck out of this if you keep letting me talk.
No. Anyways, we're at the part of the show, Chelsea, where we do this or that. This or that is where we just ask you random questions. They're usually simple answer questions, and you answer to the best of your ability. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay.
I have one at least.
I feel like I have to get ready.
Okay. Ready?
Oh, Dan,
okay.
You go first.
All right, so the first one's real simple. Hot or cold?
Cold, for sure.
Cold. Okay.
Chi-town, baby.
All right, we're done.
I'm sure it's hot up there right now too.
It's better than here.
I hope so. I think anything's better than here.
Movies or television?
Movies.
Hell yeah.
What kind of movies?
Horror.
Nice.
Over here saying, I need my nightlight.
Right.
I know I can't watch them by myself anymore, but it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Next one is chocolate or vanilla?
I don't really eat sweets, but I guess vanilla if I had to pick.
No. Okay. We've been keeping track.
I knew I didn't like you for some reason. I'm just kidding. That's fucked up.
It's okay. Most people say vanilla. I think we're like 15-2 with vanilla.
I was just thinking like ice cream. Like that's what I would go for.
Oh, that's whatever you want to think of. There's really no.
Ice cream fucks up my stomach no matter what it is. I told you I was a nerd. I'm lactose intolerant.
Lactose intolerant.
Me too.
I don't think I'm like actually. I think I'm like just like over the years, like milk just says no to me.
Oh no, dude, I'm violently lactose intolerant, but just to milk.
I think it gets worse with age.
But it's just to milk. Like I can't even have a spoonful of milk because my stomach will just turn on me.
Who has a spoonful full of milk?
When you eat cereal, when you eat cereal and there's milk in there.
Drink out of the bowl. You don't do this. You're sitting here just doing it like it's soup.
No, you scoop up some of the cereal, your Fruity Pebbles or something, and there's some milk on the spoon. I can't even have that much.
You need almond milk, bro.
Rice milk and oat milk is the way to go for my lactose intolerance.
Rice milk.
Danny's over here drinking milk every day. I'll get used to it.
No. I gave up on milk a long time ago.
Yeah, but almond milk does not.
No, rather milk gave up on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck milk.
It's like, but who can drink milk as an adult? Like, honestly, I don't know a single person.
I've never understood people that would like at school would eat like pizza and then drink milk.
Drink milk, yeah.
That was so weird to me. Like, I was like, that's disgusting.
That is that. When you can only afford to buy the milk and the pizza, you gotta deal with it. They didn't give out waters. They did not give out waters.
No, they didn't offer water.
What? That's illegal.
Yeah, they only gave us milk, and sometimes they had
water
juice.
Fountains on each side of the cafeteria. You can walk 1,000 feet if you want.
Oh my god! Yeah,
so you take a bite out your pizza, have to walk all the way over there, drink some water, come back, take another bite.
Just stay. You might as well just stay by the fountain.
But I made it worse because I'd get like the pizza or some shit, and then like all my entire like junior and senior year, I'd steal sandwiches like every single day. I would steal 2 chicken sandwiches or burgers or whatever, bro. It was wild. They had cameras and everything, and I'd just be like boop, boop, in my backpack and then just walk out after
in your
paper,
backpack?
like yes, bro. And like I throw a Gatorade in there every once in a while and just
Dude, how messed up would it be? Like
burgers and stuff, like I'll give you this burger for $5.
I would do that. I would trade people. I'd be like $1. Give me $1 and I'll give you this sandwich.
I respect the business mentality.
I'm out here hustling so I can go buy video games and broke ass.
You're a cheeseburger Eddie in high school.
I got the burgers. I just got burgers. No, bro, every day for 2 years. If I counted that up, bro, that's like $1,000 for the school.
Jesus,
because they would charge more for the sandwiches than they would for
allegedly, right?
Yeah,
he didn't actually steal it. It was all alleged.
Oh yeah, allegedly.
My 10-year reunion was this past weekend. I didn't. No, I'm gonna tell everybody what they gonna do. Fuck you, Cy Ranch.
Oh my god.
But yeah, my 10-year anniversary for graduation was this last weekend.
Mine too.
Like, I didn't even know. No, I had to Google it because me and my buddy were talking about it.
You know what the worst part is about mine? Like Kyle organized it. He helped organize it. And I completely forgot about it.
Did Kyle go?
No.
I didn't listen to anything. Kyle, if you're listening, fuck you.
For real, man.
I feel like the 10 isn't like much. I feel like the 20 is like where it's at. Like I feel like the 20 years where everyone's like really established and has their life.
That's where everyone's like, oh, my hip.
Yeah.
I can't pee out too late.
if I showed up at my 10-year reunion, they'd be like, what do you do? Nothing.
Right.
I do nothing.
I mean, if you think about it, like everyone's still figuring it out. Like everyone's barely like 28. Like,
Damn.
I don't think everyone has it figured out yet.
I'm not 28 yet. Yes.
So you're like 22, right?
Huh?
You're like 22?
23 in the physical body. But mentally, I would say I'm a solid 35.
About 50. Yeah. So we were doing the rapid questions and we went off about.
Yeah, we do wrong. It's okay. Next one is green tea or coffee?
Coffee, 100%. Oh, but I like tea too.
Oh, I hate tea.
Damn it.
Tea tastes like dirty water to me.
Coffee, I just need it to get through my day. I have like 2 or 3 sometimes.
Same. Sometimes I have 6. I'm not gonna lie.
Fuck y'all. That's a lot.
And I'll be like,
I need to get some decaf in y'all. That's a lot.
Nah, dude. I'm the kind of you can ask Alan like after the show. I'm the kind of person that shows up to work, drinks like 4 coffees before lunch, then goes to lunch and goes back with the energy drink.
Yes. I've been drinking Red Bull lately, which is so unlike me, but I literally am tired all the time. Like
Red Bull scares me.
No,
I had a Red Bull kept me up for because I had a flight when I went to Virginia and I was like, oh, we'll drink this Red Bull at 6 p.m. And then I could not fall asleep and my flight was at 5 o'clock in the morning. So, like, I didn't go to sleep.
It actually does nothing for me. Like I
Really?
think I have a disease where I'm always tired.
I think you might have
Same.
done too much.
I think I'm just immune to caffeine. Like it doesn't work for me.
I think caffeine is one
Right.
of the hardest things. People are like, "Oh, crack is hard to cut." No, caffeine.
No, for real.
They're about the same. They're about the same.
The withdrawals,
Yeah, the withdrawals are horrible. Caffeine
The
withdrawals.
microphone is
the
fucking with
headaches
me
and
right
stuff.
now.
Oh my god.
Yes, I didn't have coffee for like a week, and I swear I wanted to die.
You get like the sweats too. It's like you really feel like
Are
a
you
drug
just like-
addict. You're like, oh shit, like what the fuck?
I would wake
Drive
up,
by
my feet
Starbucks,
would be
just
sweaty. Y'all got any
This
of
is
that?
fucking itching.
You're like, oh my god,
Espresso?
a white chocolate mocha, damn.
All right, that's white girl stuff. What you doing?
Sorry. I'm not at the age
She
yet where I
went-
can just drink black coffee, okay? I'm sorry.
Nah, I need like a little bit of creamer. I can't be
I need
drinking black
some
coffee.
flavor in there.
Oh no, I love
Wait,
black coffee.
I can't do it yet.
No.
I'm not there yet.
Danny,
You-
that's about as dark as your eyes, bro. Look at you.
Yeah, I
I can't even talk. My eyes match my shirt. I hate when my accent comes up my shirt.
My shirt. It's not even an Asian accent. It's like super country.
Country.
Because if it was an Asian accent, I had to force that motherfucker out. I'm like,
Wait.
drink the black
Dude,
coffee,
dude,
you got
dude.
to do that. Honey, you got to do the shit when you drink the black coffee. it's I have to make that happen.
You know,
I
just
cannot
thought
naturally-
about, every time we go to the nail salon, they'd be like, do you have boyfriend? I can finally say yes after 5 years. Like I'm so excited.
Danny, how often does that
wanna
happen
get my
to
nails
you?
done tomorrow just so that they can ask you that. Like I'm really excited.
Danny, how often would you go to the nail salon? Do they ask if you have a boyfriend?
Oh, like once a month.
She said,
Say
"You know,
no,
when you
girl."
go to the nail salon, like talking to us, like we go every day."
Oh, my mother says hi and she asks when she's gonna get her interview.
Oh, she wants to be on it. We'll book her.
Let's go. Is she
Yeah,
watching?
just give
She got
us
Twitch?
right. We're gonna take a week off for 4th of July, and then once we come back, we'll be hitting you up.
Yeah, we could have your whole family on if you want.
Right?
Definitely
funny.
watch that. That would be so entertaining.
You
dude.
have to be there.
All 3 of us together.
Yeah.
though,
Yeah.
It's like hilarious. Like it's so
Yeah.
That would be funny. Yeah.
I thought she said, "I would like to watch that." No, you have to.
I did say that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I did say
She's
that.
like, I'm not even gonna come by.
Yeah, I was like, your whole family, man, that'd be crazy to watch.
So that was so fun to
That'd be
I was
funny.
like,
Yeah.
we would gladly set that up.
Yeah, we'll
This
set
is
that
fun.
up. We got some people planning. We had plans to reach out to your sister as well. Hopefully, we can book her for
Oh,
next
really?
month. Yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. I'm excited.
yeah. We love. I mean, that's one thing we love doing here is just like talking to different people and new artists and up and coming. Like that's the
Yeah.
whole point of this podcast. At this point, is just to make new friends in the music business.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's fun. I like watching like some of y'all's like TikTok clips and stuff. I just like watching people talk, I think.
Right? I have this. I have the
You know-
same feeling. Like I like talking to people all the time. Like I just like meeting random people, especially
Yeah.
like when people are kind of drunk. It's the funniest thing ever.
Because
But-
people themselves at that point, they're really letting everything go.
Yeah,
I'm a little
Yeah.
drunk right now, but
the same.
so you had like this much. What you
I
talking about?
took like 2
I
tall
know, but
boys.
it's 'cause you were like, we're about to start, and it wouldn't like pull.
I told you I was kidding.
Well, I felt the pressure. Yes.
Come on, Chelsea, we're on your time.
yeah. This interview is for you.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not even supposed to be here.
Right? He just fucking invaded it. I told you he's an Asian invasion.
Shout out Spencer.
Sir, please. I don't stand by those people. This is gonna get taken off of Twitch. Like this whole
Oh, for sure,
of me.
for sure.
Who would have thought it because
I
of me
need
and
the
not like
exposure, Twitch. Do not.
Please don't shadow ban us.
no, it's okay. Most of the Chinese people don't understand what we're saying. It's fine.
Oh my goodness.
No, actually, a lot of Chinese people
Helping
speak
our
English.
situation much.
No, I love all sorts of people. I just make fun of Chinese because it's the closest thing I can make fun of. It's a hard time making fun of German people because it's only a small part of me. It's my last name.
Can you speak
That's it.
German?
I can say a couple words. Wunderbar,
What does that mean?
wonderful.
Oh, say it again.
I learned that wunderbar.
Wunderbar?
Yeah, it's about.
Gundaba. Gundaba. Okay. I know like a little bit of Mandarin, but that's it.
Oh, we've been
I
through
think we
this.
should-
You,
I-
you,
yeah, I think
you
you said it
schooled
in the-
me on Mandarin.
Dude. I gave
Yeah.
you a chance to study. Like you knew what this interview was.
You know, I took that chance and I threw it in the toilet. I went to go learn Japanese instead.
Oh my god.
Did you at least learn?
I learned very small amount of words. I learned how to say cloudy, which is kumodi.
When would you use that though?
If it's cloudy outside.
Yeah.
Kumodi.
Not in summertime, obviously. Not here in Texas during the
That's
summer.
true. That's summer.
But just wait for
Or, like,
August.
It's hot outside. Like it's so hot outside.
Wait, no, I know this. Fuck.
Wow.
No, I know
Spencer, your
this.
professor's watching. He's ashamed of you.
It's a lady. She's very nice. Her name
She's
is
ashamed of you.
Her
Of
name
you.
is Mrs. Foreman. She was an Australian Japanese teacher, which was insane. She was Japanese, but she had an Australian accent.
Do you watch that TikTok of the girl who lives in Japan and she goes to the 7-Eleven like right by her house and always
I've seen her. I forgot to follow her last time I watched her video, but I love watching her videos because she gets like those little like ice things all the time.
yeah. I'll send
Yeah.
it to you next time she comes on my page. I think I follow her. But she always has like I want to go to Japan so bad. They have like the coolest snacks.
That's like my dream like vacation is like Japan. I feel like I'll go there for like a month and not want to come back.
Honestly, I feel like they're so advanced over there too with everything.
Right?
Yeah.
I was talking about the city never sleeps is New York. No, that's fucking Tokyo. That place never sleeps.
Dude, that's where
that's
I
what
want to
someone
go.
told me, that they don't sleep at all. Like they all go to work and then they go out like right after.
This is my chart for the
Katakana chart. Oh, the characters.
yeah. This is for like English words translated into Japanese, and then they have another version which is hiragana, which is basically their like Japanese. It's weird. It's wild. What are they saying in chat now, Danny?
It's so confusing. Like the characters. I remember I used to have write essays like in characters, and I was like, I don't know what I'm saying.
I took so many notes and I don't remember shit. I think Samui is hot temperature, something like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. That girl was from Korea. Someone just corrected me. Why is everyone like
Damn.
asking
They're just
me
coming
that?
at you today. You're the
I
first.
know.
You're the first.
She said.
The first interviewee that just gets clapped at the whole show.
You know what? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
There you go.
Damn, you ain't what?
You ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
Poppin'?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know why. I thought you said Robin. I was like
Poppin'.
Batman?
I know people tell me I'm really bad at enunciation.
No, it's okay. I got bad hearing. I can't hear shit.
That's because you're older.
Yeah, that's
Right.
because he's old. He's an old man.
Oh,
You
man.
have bad vision, you have bad hearing. We all have our flaws.
I
It's
literally
fine.
had a walker for a little while because after my accident, I had to use a walker.
Oh no.
Too bad for laughing at that.
No,
But I'm
it's fine. I was laughing at myself for using it. I was like, "Oh, watch out, everybody. I'm coming down the street."
Oh
My
man.
girlfriend would be laughing at me because at that point I had lost like a lot of weight. Even though I don't have a lot of weight on me in general. I lost like 25 pounds in the hospital.
Oh my god.
And I looked about how I look now at the time before. So I lost 25 pounds from this. And so I was just like, my neck was like nothing. She said I have like a flat pancake ass. It was hilarious. She said it looked like
Damn.
just soggy pancakes walking around. I was like, thanks, babe. Love you. Soggy pancakes, like soggy waffles.
Right? Waffles are a
circle.
lot better. Full circle. All right, let's full circle this back into this or that.
Yeah, sorry.
Back into the
We were
rapid
doing the
questions.
exit questions.
Right.
What was it? This or that?
Yeah, this or that.
Yeah.
This or that. All right. Next one is what's the first thing you do when you wake up?
That.
I really don't want to answer it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Me and
And then
Danny
I
were
pray.
like,
And then I drink some water. And then I get up.
Okay. You meditate. That's what you do.
yeah.
Just a little
I think Corey said
spirituality
something
early in the
similar, right? He
morning.
said,
Breathe
First thing he
in,
does is
and then
pray.
I breathe out, and then I pray.
There you go.
You know, the first thing I do when I wake up,
What?
fuck, I'm late.
Oh.
Almost every day. Fuck, I'm late.
It takes me like 10 alarms to wake up. Like,
Damn.
bad.
I don't
I
even
said
have
when-
that option anymore. My fucking puppy wakes up at 6:30 every day. And if I
Is your
don't take
puppy
him
near
out,
you?
yeah.
Bring
If
him
I
up.
don't take him out to go use the restroom, he gets mad.
Show me
No,
the
that's
puppy.
awesome because you have like a reliable alarm clock.
Yeah. No matter what I do, the other day I took him to the beach and made him swim in the water like for an hour. He slept
Did he
the
like
whole
it?
car ride home. He slept the whole next day. But come Sunday, like at 6:30, he woke up. He woke up and he just started barking at me to wake up.
Damn dog.
Yeah.
Bro, I wish my dog was like that. She'll crawl in my bed and make like I'll try to get up and she'll put her paws on my chest and be like, "Go to sleep, bitch."
Aw.
Starting to choke you.
Yeah, she's like, "Shut the fuck up." I'm like,
Maybe she's working with the ghost in your house.
Yeah, maybe.
would you and Steve leave it alone?
They're all plotting against you right now.
You know, I had a horrible dream the other night about some sort of thing grabbing me while I was trying to sleep.
Mhm.
It's I'm scared now.
Sleep paralysis?
Bro, that's
No,
the
maybe.
worst.
Now I'm turning on my
Oh
light.
my god, I know. Tell me about it.
I don't think I've ever experienced that.
I
I
have.
experienced that, and then when you like are talking on the phone in your dream and you wake up and you're like talking to yourself, and then the person you're talking to
hate
actually
doing
called
that.
you, like that
Mhm.
shit's weird to me. Because like, how did you know?
Right?
It's weird.
My
Yeah,
thing
that's
is like
true.
I'll be talking to somebody in my dream and it'll always be like a raised voice kind of thing, like we have to yell at each other. So I'll wake up and be like, ah! And then I'll just be sitting there like looking around. My dog will be looking at me and we'll just be like, "All
Okay,
right,
bye.
you don't talk about this. I don't talk about this."
Right.
I'm sure somebody like my neighbors are probably like, that guy's crazy. He just screams every day.
Right.
Wakes up yelling fuck.
Oh my god. All right.
I
All
feel
right,
like I had a
Chelsea.
question for yes
Oh.
or for this or that, but I don't remember anymore because we started going off about stupid shit.
You done forgot it already. Okay. Well then, in that case, we're gonna do the last question. It's an open-ended question. It's
Okay.
my name is Chelsea Avina, and I fill in the blank.
Oh my god, why is so much pressure in this interview? Okay. My name's Chelsea Avina and I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just feel like I hope to be successful in whatever it is that I choose to do.
Oh, perfect.
Make music, mainly, you know.
I like that one.
happy.
I like that one. You
It'll
know,
happen.
there you go. It will happen. You're
Gotta-
uber talented. You're
what they
destined
say.
to make it.
Manifest that
you.
shit or whatever the kids are saying nowadays. I'm an old man. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Put it out in the universe, right?
Yeah, I'm super all about manifestation. It's worked for me thus far. So
Yes. Yes.
and then I'll shout you guys out.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Like, go watch the Weekly podcast.
Yeah, no, that'd be
No
great.
idea
Yeah,
what you
I
said.
have all your stickers like on my computer.
Huh?
I have all your stickers like on my computer.
Oh, do
so-
you? Awesome.
Yeah. I'll be
Thank
marketing
you.
for you guys.
Whenever you
All
want
these
stickers, let me
ones.
know. We'll hook you up and make you some.
On my
yeah.
fucking half gallon. Of
Actually,
water
I made all those
drink
stickers
every
myself.
day
So
now. You did.
yeah,
they're
I'm
cool. I would make some too for like my music stuff.
I made all the stickers myself. So if you ever need like stickers made, like if you have a design or something, like
Oh,
we
yeah.
we can hook you up. Yeah.
I forgot
Yeah, I
about the shitty
have
clipboard
the
I had.
accidental chaos, the weekly D, and then the circle one, the weekly D one.
Oh,
By the
badass.
way, I was like, which hand am I holding? This one.
Yeah, that one.
I was like, this one? What is this
And then
one?
The Mike Tyson one.
Mistakes were made.
No, I don't have that one. I wish I would have.
That's a little Mike Tyson one.
I remember.
Mistakes were
Didn't
made.
y'all put them in the koozies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
It must have fallen out.
Yeah,
I
didn't
think we only put a few of those in there though. They're like
Yeah, there weren't
just
that many at first.
sporadically. Yeah.
We
Oh,
we were in and out of that booth all day.
Yeah. Yeah. I walked up and down those steps. I don't know how many times. I was
don't know which
tired.
coasters I sold that
It was
day,
hot
dude.
that day too.
It was,
Yeah. How was it on stage for y'all? Was it hot up there or was it chill?
I don't even remember. I was like in such like a, I don't know. I had such like a rush because I just love the stage.
Oh, you
I
had the
remember
performance
thinking,
high.
because
Yeah.
you were wearing like those like they
Space
almost look like
pants.
parachute pants. Yeah, and I was like, man, that's probably hot as hell wearing those.
Right.
So I was thinking before you walked up, I didn't even know who you were at the time. And then we all met, but I was like, man, that poor girl, she's walking around like that. This is probably hot as hell.
Wasn't Gammy wearing like a
couple-
fur hat?
He was wearing a bucket hat that
Yeah.
was all furry. He had this cowboy boots on. I was
And the
like,
pants,
We were
yeah.
all like they were in like long sleeve too, and I was like, oh my god. We just all kept saying, oh my god, it's so hot, it's so
I remember
hot.
this, like,
And
really
then I
big
remember
thing.
like a couple weeks after Corey and I had like a photo shoot in the
Mhm.
morning downtown, and I wore a different set of space pants and a long sleeve like top.
Mhm.
And oh my god, I was like, Corey, my ass is sweating. I gotta go home and shower. He's like, I'm having so much fun hanging out with you, bro, but I gotta go.
You
Like,
should have
those
go find a
space
fan.
pants get hot. Like they are not made for brown like year weather.
For Houston
Definitely.
weather.
It was bad. I was like drenched in sweat. I was like, I gotta
Oh
go.
no.
I just remember Corey's wearing like a jean jacket kind of thing at Doge Palooza. I remember all y'all are crazy.
Yeah, we all immediately got out of the car
From
when we
here.
first got there, and we're like, oh my god, it's so hot. Like, I don't even know how we did it, to be honest. I think we were on
Yeah.
such a high of performing that
Yeah.
we
Mhm.
didn't care.
By the way,
Yeah, I did that.
I know I've said it before, but y'all killed that performance, and I can't wait for that song to come out that y'all sing at the end.
Yeah, tell them to drop it. Like, I'm ready.
Yeah, I've been bugging Corey about it every now and then. I'll message him like, "Hey, when's that song dropping?"
No, everyone really liked it.
Y'all
I
hear
love that song.
his freestyle today that he like tagged everybody in? That was
Yeah, that was really good.
he did no?
No.
It was tight. It was really good.
Yeah,
You gotta keep like tagging Sauce Walk in that because he definitely deserves that feature.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
for
tight.
sure.
I was like, he sent me. I was like, Corey. It was like, all right, here you go, dude.
yeah.
It was tight. I just couldn't watch the video because it had an anime on it that I hadn't caught up on.
Oh my god.
Stop.
So the video was good too. He did what we had told him when he was on here, like where he should sync up a song to an anime video. I was like,
Oh my god,
I
I watched
think I was
that
on
podcast and y'all lost me for like ever because y'all were talking about anime and I was like, I don't know what they're talking about.
oh my god, I feel the same way.
Yeah, me
I
and
was-
Blake, we got when it comes to anime, we fucking we kind of go ham.
No,
I have a
honestly.
Yeah,
I was
I'm the
whole
only
bunch
one
of
in the group
fucking
that doesn't
books over
really
there.
watch it, so I was lost the whole time.
The only one that I've watched briefly, and I mean like a couple episodes, is Naruto.
Naruto. Uh-huh.
Naruto. Yeah, you almost had it.
Yeah.
Naruto. Yeah, that's the only one that I like briefly watched. But
Yeah,
yeah.
it's okay. I think for me, anime is one of those things that's like it's like real life shit happening while at the same time it's like unrealistic shit happening at the very exact same time, and I think I like that combo a lot.
Yeah.
And you know, I just like shit that can't happen. That's like, okay, you explore the options of things that can't happen. That's why I like superhero movies in general and like all that kind of stuff. Because like, whoa, this shit's not real, but it's super cool.
Oh yeah, I started this new show. I wonder if you've watched it. I like
Boys.
just started it before we got on here. Fuck, I lost it. Where did it go?
What's it on?
Netflix. It's like a sci-fi thing.
Well, now I gotta
Stranger
know.
Things.
No, not Stranger Things. I'm almost done with that though.
So
Yeah.
good. I'm so upset with the
I
ending.
haven't watched like season one.
It's not even that bad. It's not even the ending.
I know, that's why.
Oh,
I'm on season 5 right now. I mean episode 5,
Okay.
season 4. But I'm lost because I feel like I need to rewatch everything.
Mm-hmm.
it's really good. It's dark as fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
Spiderhead. It's
I
number
saw
1
that.
right now.
I didn't. What
It
is
just
that
came out,
about?
didn't it?
I guess it's
It's
a
got
movie.
Chris
I thought it was
Hemsworth
a
in it, right,
show.
or something?
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth is in it. I guess it's a
Just
movie. I
Thor
think
to
it was
me.
a show though, but yeah. So far it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to watch it, but also I'm like, what is that? I
Right.
haven't given the time to watch the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like a weird concept, but I like it because it's weird.
Cool.
Makes sense.
I'll have to check it out.
What?
Because I feel like everything is so like the same right now as far as like movies and TV shows. So when something new comes out, like I'll try it because everything else is just like the same thing over and over and over again.
I think that's why everybody lost their shit when Squid Games came out, because it was like so
something new
and
Yeah.
crazy, and
I didn't
yeah, it's just something
watch
new.
it.
You haven't watched it yet?
You never watched Squid Games?
Shit.
When I tell you, I logged into Instagram so many times and I kept seeing the Squid Games thing. I was like, what is going on? What is this? Is this like some TikTok thing I don't know about?
Oh my
It's
And then I
god.
realized it was a show.
It's
Mhm.
a good
And then I
show.
was like,
I had to
I'm
watch
too
it in
late
English
for the
though.
game.
That was pretty good.
Oh, it's in a different language?
Yeah, it's in
Mhm.
Korean
Oh.
because it's based in like South Korea, or
Yeah.
South Korea.
Something
But
like that, yeah.
it's South Korea because they talk about the North a couple times. But
Ah.
it's I watched it in English on accident because like it just automatically translated into English, and the voice acting for it is because it's
Terrible.
like trying to sync up with it, and it's like they're like, how could you say that?
I know. I hate when you have to like use that because I feel like the voice actors are not that good.
They're like in the widest voices possible.
Yeah.
They're like, Bill, why did you do that?
Your
Yeah.
mom accepted my follow request, by the way.
She
It,
did.
it sounds
Nice.
like a joke, but she
Please do
did.
not delete any of the bad pictures of me. Those run back all the way to like.
Oh, I'm going to the very
I beg of
bottom.
you.
We're going to the very bottom.
I will report
You know,
you.
we should use that to promote the episode. Like today we picked the best
It's
pictures.
like the worst picture possible. Oh my God. It's
You're
really
right though.
ridiculous.
It does look almost like
A fan
talk to
page.
you soon during my interview. That's what she just said.
Oh,
I
we're gonna have to
really
get
like
her
your
on.
mom. She's super funny.
She's hilarious. All right.
That's too funny.
That is awesome. We're gonna have to reach out to her and book her for an
No, for
interview.
real.
You
She
say
would love
poker?
that.
Book.
Book her.
Oh.
Jesus
Danny,
Christ, Spencer. This is a
Danny,
family
what?
show.
I've said fuck
Really?
about
I've been
90
cussing the
times
whole
here.
time.
We've been drinking and shit. I don't know about that. I think I've cussed too much for this to be a family show.
No, on.
At least when me and Blake are on.
Come on, Spencer. The weekly D is for the kids.
It's called the Weekly
educational.
D, bro. What do you think is gonna happen?
Oh man. All right. Well, on that note, Chelsea, thank you for coming on. It was a great time. Time flew. I mean, we did like over 2 hours, so it was lots of
Oh
fun.
my God, we did. It was
Yeah.
just like 10:57.
Yep.
Okay,
Is this
end
you?
it, end the recording.
Is this you?
But thank you for coming on, Chelsea.
You know what? Let me just do the outro for you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll catch you next time. Not next week because we don't have a show next week, but the week after on the Weekly D podcast. Goodbye.
Boom. Perfect.
Wait, you
Wait.
need to throw out your handles.
It's your chance to promote
Oh,
yourself.
sorry.
Show yourself.
Okay, so I only have Instagram and TikTok, which is all Chelsea Avina, CHELSEA AVINA. And then you can find me on Apple Music, SoundCloud, Spotify, pretty much all streaming services, Chelsea Avina as well. But keep up with me on Instagram because that's where I post a lot of my updates and shows, and it's the easiest way to get in contact with me.
She'll be dropping her Spanish EP soon.
Yes, be on the lookout for all her music. We'll be promoting it on our page too. So
June 16th is the show, not June 15th.
yeah,
It's
in Webster.
Southeast, not
Webster.
Southwest.
Yeah.
In Webster.
Southeast Houston, I know now.
No, it's actually in Webster. Yeah, you're actually wrong again.
That's close enough.
She was close. It was close enough. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all the Twitch followers for tuning in and sending in your questions. Thank you to our producer, Alan, for running the stream. Thank you for Chris for running the chat. Thank you, Spencer, for coming on and filling in for
That's
Kyle.
me.
Again, thank you, Chelsea, for coming on to the show. It was a great time. We can't wait to have you back on. And remember, you're part of the Weekly D family now. So if you ever need help promoting anything, you ever want to come back on and chop it up with us, our doors are open. Send us all your links and whatever you need us to promote. We'll be more than happy to promote it for you. And yeah, thank you to everyone watching. Thank you, all the listeners. This is the Weekly D. Peace. right, Alan. Any minute now.
Alan, in the fucking
God damn it, Alan.
Alan in the street.
Maybe I just want to sit there and like watch y'all stand in silence.
We're like,
God damn it,
Bye,
Alan.
guys.
Just making a clip.